It's January 14, 2012, and I'm back in the Shunga Trail again riding my bike, and I decided to take a little bit of a break because the wind kind of makes you a little bit dehydrated even when it's cold, and you just kind of have to take a break every once in a while after several miles. And some other people are riding their bikes in a rougher patch than I chose to today. I'm trying to think of how to formulate this. My break period in Kansas is definitely over in terms of isolation, because word got out that I was here, and I didn't realize there was a pent-up demand for the tarot readings, but there really has been, and I think it's because the recession is hitting a different kind of wave right now. It's still here. It's probably not as severe as it was, but people are... I don't even really know how to put my finger on it. It's more like they realize that it's not going to be quite how it was before, and so they've moved into this really ferocious entrepreneurial mentality. And for some people, it's working very well. I'd have to say that in various dealings in the last few days, all legal, I've seen tremendous amounts of cash shift hands and just be around. And it's interesting how when I was in Vancouver, where all of the properties are sold pretty much in the millions, I overheard a lot of business conversations and so forth. It's really very cash starved there, and in a lot of the cities, whereas here, everything has a lower valuation, but people have liquidity, I guess you could say, and there are a lot fewer substantial debts involved here. So people are really trying to just return to the kind of incomes that they had before, and I can't really, because of mutually understood non-disclosure agreements, I can't tell you what transpires in tarot readings for other people, and certainly nothing that can identify somebody else. But I have done readings for people this week who until very recently were earning six figures here, and you can get a pretty decent house for less than that in Topeka, and certainly Kansas in general, and people are worried about surviving on less than that. Honestly, in Vancouver, when I was working at the hotel and doing some tutoring and some tarot on the side, most months I was earning probably right around $1,000 after tax, and with pretty high rent of between $500 and $620, I still managed to save money on that, and also pay for insurance and things like that. And I lived pretty well. I had at least one meal or drink out, and when I say drink, I mean coffee or a cappuccino or something, every day. So people can really make some serious adjustments that don't compromise their lifestyle too much. However, one thing I have done is, in years past, I used to live on $10 for food and drink and toiletries per day. In the last 6 months or so, I have started to increase that uptake if there is, if I'm boosting a friend in their business, or if I'm buying something locally, or or that has a good impact. I have said for some time that every transaction that you make has the potential to be a form of activism. You do not have to be donating tons of time or have a specific cause that you follow all the time, but if you if you have some kind of an ethical stance on each thing that you buy, the whole economy will transform around that. This I'm really certain of, and I've seen it happen. Um, it sounds outlandish, but during a tarot reading last month, um, a lady that I'm friends with, she kind of, it's almost like she cast a spell, what she did, by how she paid me for it. And she paid me too much, like 50% more than she should have. And I tried to give it back to her, repay her in some way, and she said, "Don't refuse, good luck." I just kind of accepted it, and then I kind of repeated the procedure for somebody else. And everybody that I have specifically performed some kind of spell or procedure on for financial returns has really gotten a good windfall in the last 3 weeks or so. And personally, everybody that I've been dealing with has overpaid me. I think the quality of my work has increased because I've started to believe in it more, and also I believe in them. I believe that there is abundance, not dearth. I have not tried to hoard it in any way. Before, when I would get a payment of some kind, I would instantly try to think of ways to try to retain it. And I still am careful with money, but I've also tried to keep things circulating, and it's really working out for a lot of people. Um, I guess I do money spells now as part of my tarot platform, and if you wish to have this done, I'm happy to do it. Yeah, and as I've said in other videos, take time out to be in nature a little bit, because it really helps you decouple your mind from the state apparatus of trying to reduce circumstances, or it might be inadvertent for a lot of the participants, because negative things do carry a heavier or more substantial weight than positive things initially. Anyway, I appreciate your viewership. Please pass it on. Let's build our networks and try to lift each other out. My apologies for being slow getting back to several people. I usually need 48 to 72 hours to really process and give you an appropriate response that can be useful. Thanks, everybody. Bye.